Yes. All right. Today is a good one. So, anywho, we finally got. It's rumors, but still, nonetheless, probably from a credible source. Got a couple pieces on the new V8. Love talking about this new V8. I'm so excited for. I don't know why. Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple big things. Maybe a little bit more now. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's tear into it here real quick. I am today, boom, was an ad. I'm just going to make it a little bigger there. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so boom. The new Gen 6 V8 from GM. This thing's going to be a monster. I'm telling you, I have a good feeling about this. We've been seeing some spot shots for the new work truck variant of the Silverado. Now, I thought that this motor was going to be debuting here like any times now, but I guess probably going to have to wait a few months, put that on ice, maybe after the holidays. And then we're going to get some info on, because this is going to be released in the 2027 Silverado. So, still not too far off. I mean, 6-8 months or whatever. There's a lot of possibilities that could still take place here. Anyways, one of the big things, let me get back in your face here. Who could have seen this coming? Because they're also pretty much planning to put this in the C8 Corvette. And I'm going to say, it's like I said, if the Corvette get it, okay. You know the rest. Anyways, the C8 Corvette is actually turning out to be like, I did a video a while back, like the C6 Corvette was freaking like the most amazing Corvette. It had like so many variants because you had so many LS engines swapped in it with so many trims available. The C8's freaking taking the cake, man. This car is getting everything. So it's got the pushrod Gen 5 LT2. Dude, if this really does go in the Grand Sport, this is going to be like crossing generations of V8. I don't think that's ever been done before. That's crazy. So it's got the LT2, and then you're going to get the hybrid drivetrain, E-Ray, and then it's going to have the bespoke 5.5 flat plane in the Z06. And then it's going to have a twin turbo Gemini of that in the ZR1. And then it's going to have the hybrid again in the ZR1X. And then the Grand Sport's going to have the Gen 6 V8. Dang, the Corvette does get everything. Corvette does. You would have think Cadillac would have got it, but no. CT5V Blackwing's getting a refresh. That's about it. So, but that's cool because, hey, we don't want to lose that car. We don't want to lose that car, or any of them, as a matter of fact. Getting back to the V8, though, there's a couple displacements. Still speculation guesses of what they're being fed down the pipeline. But nonetheless, it's still pretty cool. Let's get into it. It's just a couple quick things here, and then we'll wrap it up and get out of here. According to sources, they're going to be speculating that it's going to be coming in a 5.7 or a 6.6. Now, I'm very okay with this. Here, let's get... Boom. I'm very, very okay with 5.7 and 6.6. 6.6, I believe, is a 416 or a 400. I don't know. I'll put it, on screen here if I think about it. The 5.7 I'm okay with. If I had to have my wish list, my ultimate wish list would be a 6.0 4-valve DOHC. That thing would leave so much headroom. That thing would pretty much be unstoppable on the street. It would dominate the Coyote. It would decimate. But even if it was a 5.7 4-valve DOHC, cross-plane crank, that would be amazing. And then if the 6.6 remained a pushrod, cool, whatever. But I don't know, from the sounds of it, the way that they're kind of making this article sound, they're all going to be push rod, which I'm okay with too. General Motors has not officially confirmed these potential displacement specs, but yeah, they say it's pretty likely. Now, the Gen 5, what they're bringing up here is all the variants that they have. So pretty much we got the 5.3, you got the 6.2 LT1, the 6.6 L8T, which I think was a cool motor, and I really hope that they produce more or keep that up, because there's a lot of potential in that engine from what I'm seeing. You got obviously the 6.2 LT2 for the C8. And then you got the one that I think is going to go down in history as the king of the hill. It's going to be hard to beat, man, especially for as many as they made and the money that they're going to be picking them up off the street for, especially now since the Gen 6 rolling in, the LT4. So you had a 5.3, a 6.2, 6.6, 6.2, and a 6.2. So there's only three variant or displacement levels to that motor. And they covered a massive range with it. So getting on to the second part, as far as they do say that for now the Gen 6 V8 is expected to continue forward with the pushrod configuration in the 90-degree cylinder bank angle. Pretty much what I was just talking about. But even if it does, that's pretty sweet. Okay, so here's where we're going to get to the nitty-gritty, and then we'll wrap it up. At the launch, they're going to offer a 46% increase in efficiency over the Gen 5 LT platform. And to put that into comparison, it's a small number, but it's a big change. The LT from the Gen 4 LS to the Gen 5 LT was a 10 to 12% increase in efficiency. And that was pretty much the emissions, everything in the tune, direct injection. Direct injection was massive. It was a massive leap forward. Now the 4 to 6%. Let me just make sure I got everything here. Yep. That was it. Now the 4 to 6%, that's big, dude. Especially now if they continue building on top of the direct injection with the gusseted cylinder walls and do oh man, this thing is gonna be a freaking beast. 5.7 and a 6.6. The 6.6, if they made that performance line, oh my god. But anyways, nothing's set in stone. The 4 to 6%, if I had to speculate, we're getting port injection. We're gonna be running the dual injection. Maybe something like the Mustang did with the dual intake on the manifold. That's just, a gut feeling I have due to emissions. But the emission standards and emission requirements, because we've been facing this big nightmare within the past few years, as far as speculating that the V8s are just going to die off and, the ICE is just going to be a thing of the past. No, actually quite the opposite. I think we're going to be in for a battle royale amongst the big three. I think that there's going to be, especially with this new V8 coming, and you got a new Hemi coming, and I mean, I can't imagine Ford would just be sitting on the sidelines and just be like, whatever you guys had, just have fun. That's to be seen yet. So, anyways, whether it's DOHC or if it stays pushrod, I'm okay either way. A 6-liter DOHC 4-valve, ooh, that sounds nasty. But what do you guys think? What's your predictions? I'm hoping that 5.7 is a DOHC, but I'm okay either way because it sounds like this thing's going to be very nasty. And hopefully if Corvette gets it and Camaro comes back, Camaro's going to get it, and this thing will be, it should be a wicked machine. All right, guys. Like it on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll talk to you guys on the next one. See ya.